Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Dorothy. I'm a professional astrologer and you can find me on the web at nhastrologer.com, and there I want you to go and read this forecast in more detail, and you can contact me through the website there as well, because I do have an Eclipse Special. So come find me. So today I want to talk about the full moon lunar eclipse on October 8th. Now I'm also going to go through all the signs with this one, so I will be doing 12 separate videos. Come and find the one that's right for you. The beginning part will be the same in every single one of them because I want to give you the heads up on what this eclipse is about. Let's get started. So the new moon full moon lunar eclipse October 8th, it's in the sign of Aries at the 14th degree. Now right off the bat, that's been a sensitive number through the whole year, and especially since the April eclipses and the April cardinal cross. Cardinal cross is those four cardinal signs: Aries, Libra opposition, and that Cancer, Capricorn. This eclipse is a full moon. The sun is in Libra and the moon is in Aries, and it's at that same degree, right around that it's the 14th degree. The cardinal cross was at 13-14 as well. That means back at smack dab in the middle of April, in between the two eclipses we had back then, we had the set off of the cardinal cross. Cardinal meaning initiating action. Where are these 4 points in your own astrology chart? Now you do need to know the time of day that you were born to really set this up in perfection. So for perfection, but in the general sense, we'll go into the details what it means for each zodiac sign. In the meantime, back to what the Aries energy of this full moon lunar eclipse is all about. And again, it is all about personal choices within the dynamic of relationships. Full moons are always about relationships. That's why we're here on this planet, is to understand ourselves, learn who we are through the catalyst of others, so we are able to see ourselves as a reflection or a projection, right, of those people around us. So keep that in mind. So what I want you to think about and look at in your own personal life, whether you even care where this goes on in your 12 houses or not, is irrelevant. The main energy is all about what do you want to do within your relationships. Are you in the right relationship? You need to ask yourself these questions. Is this relationship too overwhelming? Is there not enough interaction? What is going on in your relationships and partnerships? Now, they typically are the intimate relationships because it's the Libra energy where the sun is at. So that usually is our typical and our intimate relationships. But if you're not in a relationship, then you might be working on why you're not in one. Are you not willing to open up? Are you not willing to be a partner? All of these questions need to come into our heads. You don't need me to list everything because you're grown up and you can decide what a relationship means to you. This eclipse is all about making that apparent to each and every one of us in our own way, and the way that we receive information. Because wherever this is happening in your astrology chart, that is always the area where you have 14 degrees of Aries, where this eclipse is. So this is not new location or new information. This is information that has been coming up time and time again. So eclipses, the full moon is all about releasing and letting things go. So as we build to this eclipse, it's important that if something is truly giving you a difficult time, you look at it, you face it, and you decide how much is it worth hanging on to, or is it time to truly let it go. So this eclipse will reignite that cardinal cross, like I said in the beginning. And so when it reignites that cardinal cross from April, I want you to take a look back and see what was going on for you in April, what changed for you in April, what were you initiating for new things, have they worked out? It's been a few months since April, so is it working out or is it not working out? So I'm going to leave you with that, and then what I'm going to do next is do 12 separate videos. So this is going to be at the beginning of every single video, and I'm going to tell you what it means for each zodiac sign. All right, thank you, and please hang on. Namaste. All right. Pisces, this is for you. So if you are Pisces, or if you have Pisces on the ascendant as your rising sign, This lunar eclipse is in your second house. Now, being in your second house, this is all about what do I value? What is important for me? What do I value? What do I like to have around me for comfort and security? And since this is an eclipse and there's a full moon there, then that means there is some sort of adjustment going on in that regard. What regard? In regards to what you value and where you feel secure. So take all the information I've already mentioned, all right, about the eclipse itself and the Aries energy, and add to it this second house energy. Again, what is important to me? What do I value? Is it things? Is it stuff? Have I spent too much money? Because it could very well be that there's a money issue going on here, because that second house is how we use our skills and talents to earn the money that we earn, but also how we spend that money. We might have overspent. That might become apparent with this eclipse. Look back to April to see what was going on for you and what was triggered then, because if something wasn't addressed then, it will need to be addressed at this point with this eclipse, all right? Now, the other side of this energy is the Libra energy, and that means the sun is over in the 8th house of outside resources. So outside resources means it's like banks, it's inheritances, it is all about that transformation and that energy of money that we can use that we actually haven't earned, but it's ours to use if we have credit for it, okay? Or inheritances. So Mercury is retrograde in that area in the whole month of October, pretty much. So we also will need to look at what it is and how much money we've borrowed for the things that we want, what we value. You see what I'm saying? You see that balance, that opposition? So what do I want and what do I need? And where have I borrowed too much money, or is it my partner's money, because it's all Libra energy? All of this is going to get an overhaul of some kind. All right, doesn't have to be good or bad. It's neither. It just is. So if something comes up in that financial, with those financial issues and in your partnership, then it is important that you address it and you do not let it slide. Because in April, something came up then, and if it wasn't handled, this will compound that energy. If you had something come up in April with that cardinal cross and this eclipse reignites that sector of your chart, then you are, well, it's either going to go well for you because you handled it, or you're going to have to deal with more stuff. So I want you to focus on that for yourself and do what's the easier path. You can take whatever path you want, but it's kind of good. That's the great way to use astrology, is to see what is available to us and what's the easiest path. We can learn lessons easy, or we can learn lessons hard. And I want to leave you all with that one, because, well, sometimes we just choose to learn a hard lesson, and doggone it, I don't know why. I do it too. So choose the easier path, but just learn your lesson anyways. Eclipses are all about illuminating emotionally what it is we need to see in ourselves and about our current life situations. So come see me at nhastrologer.com. You can read the eclipse forecast. And what you can also do is I'm having a special, so if you know your birth time, please, and you would like to have a session, I can be much more specific than I am here in these videos. All right, come see me there, nhastrologer.com. Thank you much for listening, and I want to blessed be, and namaste.